Alright, we are live from my clam Nanook hut. Sorry, it's always an adjustment thing where I gotta like close a few windows here. I can tell my phone's like really struggling with the lighting situation going on. That's fine. Anyway, so I've been sitting here for about an hour. I haven't seen anything really. There has been no bites yet. I've got a dead stick minnow outside waiting for a bite, and then I'm using some kind of rattle bait inside here. So, you know, I'm hoping as the sun goes down that the bite's gonna come in. But you never know. Sometimes it's on or it's off, you know? So I'm just gonna keep fishing until we start seeing some fish. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna like give some people a little bit of time to show up at this live chat. I invited a few people, including my buddies, the comic cats. I was hoping they would be showing up to this live chat soon, but so far it looks like it's just me talking to myself at the moment. So maybe I'll just sit in here and fish for a bit, and when I start seeing people show up, you know, then I will start talking. So anyway, I'm on Lake Nipissing here, second last day of the season. You know, we're not seeing too much action yet today, but the action I had yesterday was basically right, you know, it was like right at sunset. So we got a little bit yet. I think it's only 5 o'clock, right? So you got sun goes down just after 7. So we got some time. We got some time indeed. It's funny with these live chats. It's neat. I just watched the last one I did, and it was definitely like a case where there were like so many crazy glitches going on that sometimes I'm not even sure if you would really know what I was talking about. It seemed like the glitches came at pretty key things I was talking about. Whatever. You know, I usually do like a lot of editing on all the different stuff that I make. I spend a lot of time getting the edit going. Alright, we got the comic cats here. My buddies Mike and Steve are in the house. They are in the chat. So that's sweet. Anyway, yeah, I usually edit my stuff pretty severely. I usually spend a lot of time, you know, putting in titles and setting things up and whatnot. Editing, cutting, color correction, audio editing, all this stuff. But here with this live broadcast stuff, it's sort of like the cheap and dirty way to make content, you know? It's like you just start talking and people show up or people don't show up and people watch or not, you know? But it's pretty nifty. I think I'm going to have fun with this in the future because, well, you know, I guess I can always delete things after, you know, if I'm not too impressed with the video afterwards. And hopefully me doing live broadcasts isn't flooding my high quality content with a bunch of, you know, BS content, which is just me sitting here, you know, with the tape playing live. I don't know. If it seems like my page is flooded with all sorts of live content that is BS, then I'll probably get rid of it, you know? Yeah, the comic cats are saying they take the opposite approach. As little of editing as possible. You know, I think there's something to be said for that, you know? A lot of the things I edit out, say, on my regular videos would be like ums and ahs, and I do a funny thing where I say so, and that means and ah in the same way. And as well, I also say things like anyway, and that's just basically in place of saying or ah, whatever, you know. So, you know, a lot of that stuff gets edited out. And of course, on live broadcast, there is no editing it out. You know, it's just, this is the way it is. And, you know, I also say, you know, a lot. I'm like, you know, yeah, so, anyway. Anyway, a lot of those things got edited out usually during my broadcast, but for this, it's all in there. So, I'm getting sad about the end of the season. I look forward to ice fishing season, like, basically as soon as it closes. I look forward to the next one. But I think the reason I like it so much is because Nipissing is so wild in the summertime that you can only get out every once in a while. Whereas in the wintertime, like, I'm talking like the reason you can't get out is because the waves and like it blows up fast. It's crazy, like that kind of thing. Whereas in the wintertime, obviously the lake's frozen, so you're not subject to all the waves and whatnot that are usually causing you problems. So I can get out here every time I have some time available. So that's basically what I do. Uh, that's why I like ice fishing so much. And this lake is a terrific lake for pike, walleye, perch, but um, like I said, you can't always get out here. So anyway, I'm just gonna cut this broadcast off right now because I am, gotta be wary of my data. I'm not on the Wi-Fi here, and from what I can see, this live broadcast at the moment has zero people watching it. So, you know, that's cool. That's cool. I'm only now figuring out how these live broadcasts work, and it's neat to note when people are watching and when people aren't. So I'll probably do more in the future. Wouldn't that be something? These guys are asking me if I, Comic Cats are asking me if I set up my hut in the living room and I'm just hanging out there. They're accusing me of not even being on the ice. Well, let me show you. Let me take an angle here so to prove otherwise. So as you can see, I gotta not drop my phone down. Be on the lake. Take it close. That's my line. Yeah, guys. I'm not in my living room. Though it's good to ask questions like that. There are no bad questions. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to take a break from this live chat for a bit so I can conserve some of my data. Like I said, it's not Wi-Fi. This is like pure off Rogers data, and you know how they like to charge you for these things. Anyway, well, it looks like we just got another viewer here. That's great. That's a total of 3. That's awesome. Welcome to the show. Sorry it's about to end right now. But if I catch anything wild, I will definitely do an update. Oh. Here's Connor, from what I read there in the live thing he did something wrong with a fishing hook and now it's in his ass. Probably should put some ice on that and head to the hospital there, Connor. That's probably the best route. Anyway, guys, I will check you later because I'm getting up to like 9 minutes now, and that's probably a little chunk out of my data. So I'm gonna do a live chat tomorrow afternoon for the end of it. Oh, looks like Connor got the lure out of his ass. We get lots of interesting characters here on the For Real Fishing Show and the live chat. People asking questions like that. My policy is generally just like answer the guy's question the best you can. Even if you're not really sure how the guy got a hook in his ass. Was it a hook or just a lure? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how these things happen, but dudes are getting up to stuff. So whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna end this broadcast now because we're coming up to 10 minutes, and that's probably long enough. So we're gonna check you guys later. Again, if I catch something crazy.